Hi, I'm Doug the Bee Guy, and welcome to the Beginner Beekeeping Series. In this episode, we're going to do the day 9 check on the hive to see if the queen has been laying and to make sure that everything is going just fine in our newly installed package. Now let's get started. Okay, so here we are at our hive. It's day 10 or 9, depending on how we're counting, and we're going to open the hive up and see how the bees are doing. But before we do that, I just want to show you that just looking at the front of the hive, we can tell that the queen has probably been released. We know that from day 4, but she's probably laying nicely because the bees are bringing pollen. And they rarely bring in that much pollen if the bees and the queen is not laying. So that's our first indication that things are good. And hopefully, when we look inside, we will see the signs. We're going to do a full inspection. It's time to do that. They accepted the queen. They're rolling. They're bringing food. We have syrup on there. There's dandelions blooming. So now we can actually get inside there and see what's going on. Okay, so we have our smoker. We're going to give the bees some smoke because we got our tripods up right in front of the hive. And I was standing there getting everything set up, so they're not going to be as happy. And that's tripod is confusing them right now. And there are so many bees coming in. And we're going to take the top of the hive and the top box off so that we can do a full inspection. And so much rain, this box is actually on here really tight because it's swelled up. So I'm just going to take the whole thing off because there's nothing in there. It's just protecting the syrup cans. Just pull this off. You can see our old queen cage. Check our syrup cans. That one still got some. That one still got some. Our cluster is very small. It's only about 3 stings of bees, maybe 2.5. And the reason is because all the bees are out in the field bringing in pollen. Shake those guys off. Shake these guys off. We're going to put those back in just a few minutes, so it's not a big deal. Give them just a little smoke. They seem pretty calm. Now that I'm out of the way and they can figure out how to get around my tripod. So typically, when you have a full hive of frames, you want to take this first one out and work from the side so that you don't pull out one of these middle frames and roll your queen or killer or hurt her, or also anger bees. Since we don't have anything, it was very easy for me to pull it out, and I'm just going to move these frames over until I get to the frames that actually have bees on them. And we're going to look to see what each frame is doing. Here, they're building comb on that frame. So it looks like they're actually working on 4 frames. And so this is part of the problem with new packages and new frames. It takes them a long time and a lot of resources to build this out. And so here's the side. And they're building that out. They've got a small cluster there. And you can see, it's kind of hard to see because this is the frame. They start to wax right there, kind of right in that area. And on this side, we got a little more. You got some great comb being built. The comb in the center looks to be already up to the right level. They already figured it out. And now they're bringing lots of pollen. And they're working on the cells. I don't see the queen on this frame. So they probably laid a small catch brood. I guess it would be eggs and larvae at this point. And so since it's day 9 or 10, this is when we want to, 9 or 10 after we install them, we want to treat this hive before they cap the brood. Because that is when you can trap mites inside here. And so they don't have anything capped yet. They're just now building this up. They're bringing the pollen. And the queen is laying eggs. And this one is built up, even though they're working more. You can see how yellow the wax is because all coming right now is dandelion. And so they've got dandelion pollen all over themselves. And here's the queen. This frame right here. So you can see her, she's right in the center. She's right there. See? She's working around. There you go. You can see her now kind of so she's actively laying. She's looking for places to lay eggs, and she is laying as we speak. She's looking for a place, and she's going to stick her butt down in the cell and lay an egg. And that's what you want to see. So everything's going good. They're building up. And this has been a fantastic inspection. There's a few drones that came with the package. You can see them. There's the queen. See, she's looking. She's looking. At this point, she's probably filled most of these up. She's laying as fast as they're making the comb to lay. And that's the disadvantage of not having comb, because when she starts laying, she wants to go 1,500 to 2,000 eggs per day. At this time of year, right now, she's limited. You can see how the workers are all around her in a circle, grooming her. But she's limited to how fast they can start this comb. But that's fantastic. Everything's going well. I'm going to blow on these bees. If you blow on the bees with your breath, it's kind of like smoking. See, by the way. And so what they're doing there is storing pollen and nectar from the dandelions and maple trees and other things that are blooming, violets, because she's going to start laying and then have food right next to where they need it so that she can lay the eggs. So that's all we're going to do today for the day 9 inspection, or day 10, depending on how we're looking at it. So we want to push those frames back. And if you notice, for frame orientation, I put the frames back the same way that I put them out. You don't take a frame and turn it around 180 degrees unless there's a specific reason for that. If you're manipulating or managing your bees in a certain way for that reason. But if you're just inspecting like I am and you don't want to disturb them, you want to put things back as close to the way as you found them as possible. Now when you're manipulating things and doing management things, that's different. So we're going to give them a little bit of smoke and put their food back. And close it up. So the next thing we'll be doing later on today or tomorrow is treating this hive with oxalic acid for mites, and I will show you that process. Well, if you'd like to become a better beekeeper, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.